Next speaker, Madam Srimati D. Purandeswari G.
Sir, thank you, Honorable Chair. Telugu Delayanna Desambu Telugu. Telugu Vallabunda Telugu Kanda. Ellandrupula Nerga with Basadi, Desa Bashalandu Telugu Lessa. With deep respect and regard to my own mother language, sir. But since I have members of parliament from the northern parliament constituencies as well, I would seek to progress further in English. Sir, today I rise with great humility and responsibility, sir, not merely as a member of this august house, but also as the proud daughter of the state of Andhra Pradesh, echoing the voices of 5 crore people, including the farmers and women of my state. Sir, what I place before this house today is simply not about a city or a town, but it is about sacrifice, about constitutional fairness, and about the moral duty of the Indian state. So when AP was bifurcated, or Andhra Pradesh was bifurcated in 2014, sir, leaving Hyderabad, the joint capital of the newly formed state of Telangana as well as the residual state of Andhra Pradesh needed a new administrative center. Amaravati, sir, keeping in mind its spiritual, its historical, as well as its religious significance in mind, was actually identified to be the capital of our state. Sir, Telangana began its journey with Hyderabad as the capital, sir, which was ready, functional, and globally recognized, but Andhra Pradesh did not have a capital, neither did it have a secretariat, an assembly, or administrative ecosystem. Sir, on the 8th of February 2014, sir, that should be considered a black day in the annals of Indian parliamentary history, because it was on that day, sir, that the doors were shut, the cameras were shut down, there was no healthy discussion, but yet a state was bifurcated on the floor of the house, sir. The people of Andhra Pradesh, the 5 crore people of Andhra Pradesh, they accepted the laws peacefully and constitutionally, keeping the nation's interest in mind. That quiet dignity, sir, laid the emotional foundation for our capital, Amaravati. There were 3 states, sir. I would like to remind the House that in the year 2000, when one of the greatest statesmen of our country, Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, was the Prime Minister of our country, 3 states were formed, sir: Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, and Uttarakhand. And all of them, sir, they did get as their hereditary a capital, or for that matter, an area was identified to be the capital of the state. But Andhra was subjected to deep humiliation, and this was probably the first state in the entire history, sir, where a state was created with a residual state was left, sir, with no capital at all. Sir, there was absolutely no coercion, and just one call by the center, sir, it had seen 29,000 farmers come forward to contribute, or rather give up 34,000 hectares of 34,000 acres of fertile land, sir, for construction of capital Amaravati. Therefore, Amaravati, sir, is not a mere transaction, but it is a social covenant. And today, probably that is why Amaravati will be remembered in history, sir, as as India's first people capital, built not by coercion, but built by belief, sir. Sir, when the Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, was in Andhra Pradesh and he laid the foundation stone for Amaravati in 2015, that was a moment of reassurance to a wounded state. Sir, it was an assurance from the nation directly to the state of Andhra Pradesh. In 1953, sir, the state of Andhra Pradesh was formed based on linguistic identity. Fighting discrimination against the Teluguites in the then Madras presidency, there was a demand for a creation of a special linguistic-based state, sir. And it was late Shri Potti Shri Ramal Garu's sacrifice, sir, which probably led to his death and had also led to the formation of the state. Sir, it should be remembered here today that sacrifice, it had laid the moral and emotional foundation of the state of Andhra Pradesh. However, sir, the bifurcation that had happened on 18th of February 2014, the bifurcation was not against any kind of injustice to the other part of the state. but was driven by sheer and pure political gains by the then Congress-led UPA government, sir. Unlike the earlier movement rooted in sacrifice and political aspiration, the bifurcation, sir, was carried out in a manner that raises serious constitutional, moral, as well as ethical concerns. Sir, between the years 2019 to 2024, Andhra Pradesh had seen a period of deep uncertainty regarding the capital, sir, which was the result of the absolute thoughtless and mindless decision of multi-capitals taken by the then YSRCP government. Sir, despite the then LOP in the state of Andhra Pradesh, on the floor of the assembly, accepting to the establishment of Amaravati as the capital, and despite him reiterating that if not 34,000 acres, 50,000 acres should be taken to create a futuristic, wonderful, beautiful capital for the state of Andhra Pradesh, it was he who changed his words, sir, and brought onto the scene the multi-capitals with the stated objectives of decentralized development. So my question here would be, would simply the establishment of a capital bring in the much needed development to a state? So we know fairly well that for the development of a state, we need to instill confidence in investors, we need to welcome investments, and we also need to ensure that the required logistical and infrastructural needs are actually put in place. However, sir, what we saw in the previous 5 years rule of YSRCP was simply a depletion of all of this, and the entire machinery of YSRCP was deemed or steeped in land and in sand as well as liquor mafia, sir. Sir, most painfully, those who had sacrificed the land were left with, sir, just another 5-6 minutes, sir.
No, please.
Sir, the farmers, sir, they agitated for over 1600 days, sir. It included both men and women, and the humiliation that they were subjugated to has been mentioned by my colleagues, sir. Cases were filed against them under the SC Atrocity Act. Women were actually, pregnant women were pulled out, they were kicked in the stomach, sir, and the annadatas or the farmers, sir, they were handcuffed, and there were many, all of them have been outlined by them, sir. But here, sir, as a woman member of this house, I say with great restraint and responsibility that when peaceful women protesters are met with force, democracy must pause and must introspect. Sir, there is no specific mention of a capital in the constitution, sir, but under Article 239AA, dealing with Delhi, sir, there was a mention. But however, sir, the reorganization bill speaks through Section 5 and Section 6 of the Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act 2014 that was passed by this House. It speaks about the capital, sir. And therefore, sir, if there has to be any change in the capital, it will and must have to come back to the Parliament for its, just 2 minutes, sir. It must come back to the House for its ratification. So furthermore, the central government, sir, despite it not being part of it, the central government had provided its entire support to the capital, sir. It could be the 1,500 crores that it gave for the development of infrastructure in the CRDA. It could be the 20,000 crores for the outer ring road, the 29,000 crores for connecting Rayalaseema Anantapuram with Amaravati, sir. Polavaram being given the national project status, where the 7 mandals which were residually left behind in Telangana were again brought back to Andhra Pradesh. Otherwise, Polavaram dream would not have been realized. It could also be the support, sir. I was listening to Manikam Thakurji, and he was mentioning that there's no support being given to the capital Amaravati. So may I remind my honorable colleagues, sir, that through HUDCO, 11,400 crores have been given, and again, along with the World Bank, the center has also given 15,000 crores for the capital, sir. Special category status was never made part of the bill, even by the UPA government at that point of a time. But the present government, sir, the NDA government at the center, has been giving its full support, sir. Sir, in conclusion, since paucity of time, you've been reminding me that my time is over. Sir, Andhra Pradesh, sir, today is, why we are here to seek statutory recognition for Amaravati, sir, is not political but on moral and constitutional grounds. Sir, statutory protection for Amaravati is really essential because no state would have to lose its capital for the second time. No farmer, being whether a man or woman, should fear no policy reversal. Investors need certainty and not shifting of capitals, and a reorganized state, sir, it deserves stability and experiment.
No,
sir,
please.
in conclusion, sir, I would like to only say that Andhra Pradesh today is seeking no privilege, sir. It seeks certainty. It is not asking for politics, sir, but it is asking for justice. It is not asking for sympathy, sir, but it is asking for the faith of the farmers, be it men or women, to be honored in law and policy. Let Amaravati, sir, be remembered today not as a dispute but a lesson that when citizens trust the state will protect that trust. I urge this august house, sir, to stand with the state of Andhra Pradesh so that Amaravati stands forever a stable, lawful and proud capital, and as a testament of how India honors sacrifice. Sir, I was listening to Samajwadi Party, Dharmendra ji, and he stood up and said that we would support Amaravati, sir. Maybe he said that he spoke about the farmers, which is accepted in true spirit. However, sir, it is quite unfortunate to see the YSRCP parliament members walk out, sir, and not wanting to vote for Amaravati. Thank you, sir.